All right, guys, welcome back to another Tuesday mini-sode series, A Dose for the Soul, here on Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast with your favorite host, Miss D. Whew, let me take a deep breath. I need to slow down. Okay, so we are back. As always, this is the mini-sode here on your Tuesday evening. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I totally left this to the last minute, but not because I was busy, because if you saw my social media, you know I was busy. No. But because I needed to clear my mind. I needed to clear my mind from just life, y'all. This is going to be short and sweet. I know I always say it's going to be short and sweet, but this one is really going to be short and sweet. I'm going to start to shift the mini-sodes into a mini dose type of thing. Oh, that might be the new name. It's a mini-sode mini dose. All right. Again, I need to slow down, but the reason why is because I just need to give myself enough space to just think and enough space to just breathe, right? I need to do it. I wanted to just come on here and to tell you guys just a quick reminder, right? A mini dose. Ooh, a mini dose. Just a quick reminder, guys. This is thoughts from the soul, y'all. There is nothing so amazing to pray on things to come your way, right? To genuinely pray, to genuinely manifest them, to genuinely speak them into existence. Even if it's a little delayed, even if it's something that sometimes we step over hurdles, we're stepping into hurdles, trying to step over them, right? And when it happens for you, when things just happen for you, when they fall into place, and not necessarily perfect. There's still other little things. Rocky road here and there, almost tripped over something, got to get myself together. Let me catch my balance, let me look straight forward and let me try and walk in the straight line, right? Because the same way I'm nosy, I'm clumsy, y'all. I could really fall. I say this to say I've had a little bit of a struggle, and I've shared this a little bit with you guys. But one of those struggles has definitely been a financial aspect, not entirely in a bad way, just, little adjustments, little changes here and there. Number one, and I'm sure a lot of you can understand this, when you start a new job, new pay periods, right? New dates, new adjustments. Some of y'all might think, oh, it's always bi-weekly, right? Nope, not necessarily. Some organizations don't do it that way. And, I've had to make just some adjustments. I've had to work towards changing due dates. I've had to go into reserved funds. I've had to wait onto certain funds to come in. I'm fighting for certain funds to come in, because let me tell y'all, piece of advice, guys, when you leave a job, I think I said this before, make sure y'all look into your payouts, especially when you've been there for more than 5 years. There's just so much going on surrounding financial matters. And what am I going to decide to continue to invest in? What am I going to decide to invest in, spiritually, mentally, physically, health-wise, future-wise? I still have to do an expense report for someone who I'm still hoping to work with from a financial advisor standpoint. And hopefully he will come on the show. But there's just so much going on around that, right? And when you think about it, let's just face it, money can cause you stress, or the lack of money can cause you stress, right? And I say that to say, a lot of the time when it comes to those financial matters, as a single mother, I've definitely stumbled over those in previous years, in my early years as a single mom, a lot more than what I do today. Thank goodness. Thank God for the path he has guided me into, the path I've taken, my hard work, the guidance of my parents, the support of my parents, being a single mother. I appreciate them. I appreciate this whole village. I actually do have a village. They may not always see eye to eye with me. Although they say I'm the problematic one, but they're my village. They're Marcus's village. And, I am in a really overall good place, and I'm still trying to align certain things for myself, for my future, things that I want, things that I'm desiring, things that I'm setting as goals, right, to reach. And the truth is, sometimes it could take longer than what we plan for. And I say all of this to say, when you just leave it in God's hands, when you just leave it into the hands of the universal powers of being, when you just keep the good faith and you stay so positive, things will fall into place for you. But nevertheless, the stress is there. And I wanted to come on here to remind you guys, right? To take that moment, whatever hurdle it is you're dealing with, whatever situation, stressful, traumatic sometimes even, right? Triggering sometimes even. Just take that moment to just really reassess the entire moment. And one of the things that has helped me in this time is to look back to a time where I was in a tougher, similar situation, right? But still a little tougher, right? And how I came out from that. How I came up from that. Look back to where your strengths came from. Look back to the times where you were able to, I kicked ass. I did that. I took care of that. I said this before in my mini-sode from a week ago, I believe, where I said, God won't give you nothing you can't handle. It's so true. It's so true. And not to say that's an excuse for God to just swing and throw all these things your way to just, give you all these trials and tribulations. It's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is there are lessons learned in our lives. And I had to kind of reassess my life recently on how I was going to tackle things, on how I was going to manage that stress, on how I was going to figure it out, right? How I was going to keep it moving, keep it pushing, keep it going, right? Y'all already know. I've preached on this show. I preached on these mini-sodes. Be your number one hype man, hype woman. Be your number one fan. Be the person who is there to give yourself a pep talk, but it's also hard on yourself. Be your greatest and most impactful constructive critic, right? I preach all of that. But you also have to be the person who helps yourself. I have to be that person to reassess my own situations. There was someone today that apologized for something. I'm not going to say who and I'm not going to say where, but this person apologized for something, for making a quote unquote mistake. And another person said, no, you don't have to apologize for that. You didn't make a mistake. You're still learning. And I said to that person who gave that little pep talk to that individual, right? And I said, that was kind of you. And of course, we would have all said that to that person, to that woman. But the truth is, what that shows you in that individual to say, I'm sorry I did this wrong, or I'm sorry I didn't do this right, or I apologize and I want to learn how to do it correctly. She's reassessing. She's checking her work. She's realizing what she could have done better / did wrong. And you know what she's doing? She's taking accountability. And that's really what you do. You take accountability for yourself, for your life, for your work, for your actions, for your decisions. When you are able and capable to sit there and to reassess every single moment of your life for your own benefit, for the greater good of Miss D's life. And in my case, my dependent, my broke best friend, my child's. You know what I mean? Y'all, accountability can truly be so beautiful when we're trying to figure shit out. Accountability could truly be so beautiful when we're reassessing shit, when we're in tough times, especially financial matters. And those are just things of life that just come our way sometimes. Accountability can truly be a beautiful thing. We can be so much to ourselves. Are we truly the person who holds ourselves accountable, who are there reevaluating and reassessing everything of our own life choices? It goes a long way, y'all. It goes a long way. And on that note, guys, this has been another Tuesday mini-sode series on A Dose for the Soul. You guys already know I didn't do the intro, but this is always going to be the moment you guys get a deeper look into my soul and I share with you guys what I am present with. And you guys have tuned into Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast with your favorite host, Miss D. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.